Racing Gamer here. Welcome back to Rival Stars. Now, for those of you that are familiar with me here, you know that I play this game every couple of months. I will be changing that actually really soon. I have some really fresh ideas I want to do, but they have introduced a new mode called Show Jumping Arena, as you can see probably the title of this video as well. And one thing I'm going to say about Pickpock, the company that makes Rival Stars, say what you will about Rival Stars, whether you like the game or not, whether it's your type of game or not, whatever criticisms you have are fair and I respect them. This company is one of the only companies making this title of a horse racing type of title, and constantly introducing new game modes. A lot of companies, especially today, they don't take the time to do that, or they don't have the resources to. So whether this isn't your type of game or not, I understand, but you have to give the company credit for at least trying to introduce new things. Now, of course, the pay-to-win option is annoying with having to have Star Club. Now, I have had Star Club before, more so as a reward, but I only ran it for maybe 2 months, and I never got it back, and this is years ago. And I don't think it's not worth having it just to have access to some modes in the game. Now, for anybody that isn't familiar with Rival Stars as of recently, or maybe you are a new viewer and a new member of this gaming community featuring this game, Rival Stars, you still have your traditional typical flat horse racing mode, of course. You have a steeplechase mode, which is actually more entertaining and enjoyable for me to play. So this is what I've been doing as of recently. You have cross-country mode, which is also extremely enjoyable to me, and I just need to improve in it so I can unlock better courses. Most of these game modes are available now in the desktop version. I'll probably be doing a separate review covering that version. And then you have free roam, where you can obviously take any of your horses and essentially go around the different venues and just get some really cool shots, or just explore the awesome immersive atmospheres here with your beautiful horses. So again, for the show jumping arena, I'm assuming that I would need Star Club. I think you need Star Club to do this. Correct me if I'm wrong. I guess early access, it's not publicly available for everyone that has the game yet, unless you have Star Club, but I do not, so that's not happening. So let's go ahead and see what is our most recent update here. So the most recent update for Rival Stars is bonus event. Quarter mile quest is on now. Take home the American quarter horse. Complete breeding tasks to earn amazing rewards during this special event. So let's actually see what this is about here as we get back into Rival Stars and just kind of showcasing where the game has come. And honestly, I talk about it all the time. I've been playing this game essentially since launch, and that's, you know, quite a bit of time ago. You know, I still find myself getting bored at times, and that's just my personal preference of play style, but I am always excited to come back to this game just to see what new modes and updates they're making. This is something, this whole entire screen that you're looking at was not here in the game at all years ago. So as you can see, you have a couple of flat races here that we can do kind of in the middle of your screen. This event ends in 1 day. We will get involved and active in it today. You have legendary studs you can pick from, and as it says here on screen, all players now have the opportunity to breed with studs higher than usual stats. Breed with these legendary studs to raise your next champion. Now, this is a cool feature that, again, was not available in the game. Now, of course, I don't have the resources for this. I don't have the gold to make this an instant breeding success. And I believe that's the only way this can actually be done. But again, this is an entire feature that was not available in the game. It gives you even more details in regards to, as you can see, the breeding outcome on the left with possible grade outcomes, grade 6 or grade 7. It shows you the percentage chance. We have a higher chance of getting a grade 7 horse. You can obviously look at the stallion that they're offering here for this particular breeding session. You see the traits, blazing hoof. This is another thing, people. For those of us that are into Gallop Racer, I have talked about it, again, about this game on this channel, that there's always a possibility to immerse more things into the Rival Stars game, especially as I think they're taking more influence from the community, because the community is very passionate. It's actually, I have a separate community on my TikTok channel that's actually growing and it's mainly Rival Stars content I do over there, but the point is that yes, this game has a very passionate community of players, even if you're maybe not a part of that community. And they do demand that certain things happen for the betterment of the players in the community. And I think Pickpock has actually taken that seriously in some essence, and put us in a position where they're now, these horses have traits. Guys, when this game first dropped and released, there was no such thing as specific traits like this for your horses in Rival Stars in the traditional sense of where it is now. Blazing Hoof, this was not a thing. A thoroughbred trait, superior speed across all game modes. It's the same principle of traits that you could kind of buy equipment and things like that, skills for your horses, but these specific traits, lightning bolt, quick gallop, these are not in the game. So for anybody that again has played the Gallop Racer series, these are some aspects I would say that are closely, or not closely, but more related to the abilities function of the Gallop Racer series, where you can have Speed Demon, you can have Stretch Burst, Last Corner Leader, so on and so forth, right? So these are really, really cool things that have come to the game. And again, this is kind of the thing I've been looking for, which is why I am excited to actually get back into playing Rival Stars. I think over time, as long as they continue to update this game, this is by far to date the best, at least visual aspect of a horse racing game. To other people, it may not be best from its mechanics, and I understand that. I do wish they would improve the overall mechanics and how the game plays, but it's very basic and bare bones for a reason. That's just kind of the community that they cater to. But again, for the options that they're including, I mean, there's nothing more immersive than Rival Stars as far as all the options. We have all these events that are going on here. The quarter-mile quest we just talked about. I love the art as well. I think it's just an overall good presentation, and they put a lot of time into it. I respect a game developer that listens to its community and tries to take things into consideration. Yes, there's pay-to-win options, but you know what? You can still enjoy this game. It is a grind, and I think they're trying to lessen the gap of that, but that can be improved. You have cross-country events going on, flat racing events, steeplechase. Exotic genes are now a thing. Get your stables ready for the ultimate breeding opportunity. There will be horses with exotic genes available for breeding. Dappled Splash is the exotic gene here, I guess, for the next 2 days. So that's really cool. Exotic traits as well. Get your stables ready for exotic traits, the ultimate breeding opportunity. These horses with exotic traits will be available for 3 days. Thundering Hooves starts with full stamina bar. That's part of the exotic trait, and it extends for the preference range of horses running 2,800 meters and higher. Guys, again, for anybody that's played Gallop Racer, these are things that you would want to see in a Gallop Racer game, right? So I'm going to take full advantage of this, and I'm really going to show you that I think you can find a way to enjoy it. And you just have to kind of make your own way of, I guess, making it more competitive if that's what you're looking for. Now, keep in mind, again, I haven't played in months. So what we're going to do here, let's actually go ahead and just hop into, let's get started maybe with the cross-country event, if I can do so. So I think we'll just have to go ahead and go into the career option. And then you guys will be able to see some of my horses. Now the event hub, that's the screen I was just on. I'll click on it again just to show you. This is how it gets to all the important stuff of this game. If you're looking at new menus, looking at what horses now have exotic genes that are available for a couple of days, if you want to see which horses are going to have exotic traits or what the specific exotic trait of the week is, this is the event hub screen that will show you all of these different options. Again, if you want to do the different racing modes, it shows you what's available. What the track is, the location. It gives you all the details. I think this is also very helpful in trying to help with the navigation of the screen for new players if you're new to Rival Stars. So again, let's go ahead and go into cross country actually. Let's see what course I can do. Let's go to course 3. It's something I haven't done yet. I have a long way to go, but I also need to really improve my horses and their training. And I need to develop a really good system for that, and I have not taken the time to do so. I promise you I will be doing it soon, and you will see improvement. So I'm just deciding what horse to use. Classic Jumper is probably my best, hence why I named him a Classic Jumper. I do tailor his riding style and needs to these type of events specifically. He used to be a thoroughbred. I have retired him for thoroughbred racing, and now he is just a show jumper for us and my best one. But we definitely need to improve. So we'll go ahead and give this a shot and see if I can at least try to get somewhere close on the board, or if I'm going to absolutely bomb it. Hopefully not that. Hopefully we do well. So let's see how this goes. I'll try to go ahead and do one event in each group. That's kind of my goal for this video. So sit back and enjoy the beautiful landscape of Rival Stars horse racing. And here we are. So we'll see how Classic Jumper does. And like I said, he's built for these type of events. So we're usually able to get along pretty well. He's pretty responsive. He listens well. He has pretty decent agility, so he turns like I need him to. Just kind of taking my time here. I like to make sure I just get through in a decent enough time to get through whatever the minimum threshold of, okay, if you have to complete the course in a certain time, otherwise you will lose points. I always want to make sure I complete it in that time. Just kind of taking my time through these last couple of jumps. I like to save some of my sprint energy. We have about 15 seconds to get through the rest of the course. I think we can do it. That was a little bit close. Now we can sprint. Plenty of time to spare. I should be able to get it done, and there it is. And we clear it with about 3 seconds, so we'll see where that puts us there. Not as clean as I would want, but we get there a Classic Jumper, and we actually put ourselves on the board to finally get a good time here. 56 seconds with Classic Jumper, so that should move us on to the next stage. We have some standard tack. I will do that off screen, offline. I don't like to do that while I'm actually making a video here for you guys. So we just completed a goal. Let's go ahead and check what that is. And it's just win 2,800 silver from cross-country events. So there's some good things going on that. And they're talking about things that aren't really that important. You just kind of skip, accept your gold, your rewards, and keep it moving. So that went pretty well. I don't know if I'll do another one right back to back. I did unlock a new course, which is good. So we'll continue to move up. Or not a new course. Well, technically a new course number, but it's still at the same track here in Switzerland. That's what I meant to say. Let's go actually into steeplechase, and then we'll hit some regular thoroughbred racing. Steeplechase, I'm not sure how far I can go. I guess I can come here, but I don't even know if I have horses properly equipped to handle these type of races. 1,400 meters at the King's Open is this steeplechase event. So I guess we'll see if we can get it done. Graceful Giraffe. Yeah, you're not really built for this, are you? They say you're the best horse for it. Maybe I should try a different race. Let's go ahead and see if we can do something else. Billincourt. Billincourt seems a little bit better. But then again, I think I was working towards the King's... I'm working towards getting to Kildare. But I think we're stuck on Lincoln Abbey. Yeah, we're stuck on the third one of Lincoln Abbey. Let's go ahead and just give it a shot. If we don't do well, it is what it is. We'll just have to make do with it. So Graceful Giraffe, my 7-star thoroughbred. That's who they want us to take on our ride here today, and that's what we will do. With the purple silks, with the yellow stars, here at the Somerset Mile. And again, steeplechase is also a very fun mode in this game that I do enjoy. The flat racing is just a little bit bare bones still. It's a little bit generic, but these events where your horses have to jump over obstacles, like it is just naturally by default a little bit more enjoyable. So I prefer doing these from the racing aspect. The thoroughbred racing, the gameplay and mechanics need to improve, and I'll talk about that once we hop into a race. Oh man, I have not done this one forever. It's going to be hard for us to win because I'm pretty sure these horses are much better than us. And I'm probably not going to be perfect at timing my jumps. I'm going too early, so I need to wait. Our horse is also, again, not at the maximum level it needs to be at. I don't have any horse at this level quite. So, like I said, I think we are going to struggle by default, but maybe we can try to catch up here. If I can try to get some semblance of jumping together. Okay, as long as I'm getting perfect, then we can try to work from there. Don't have that much longer to go, though. Less than 700 meters, so we got to push. We are getting our max bonus, but I did miss a couple of jumps early on that clearly hurt us. And I don't want to sprint, but I need to sprint if I'm going to try to keep up with the field in any fashion. So this is the best I can do. I have to sprint, get another perfect, and sprint. Yeah, definitely wasted the beginning, but that's my fault. Haven't played in a while. Certainly need to improve. We're not in last place, though. We're sitting in 8th out of... Oh, gosh, totally tapped the wrong button. Now I'm sitting in 9th. Or no, our place is 13th. I'm looking at the fence. See, I'm so distracted. Just don't even actually pay attention to the last 25 seconds of me rambling. And I pitifully missed the last jump. So yeah, 13th. Pretty sure we're actually in last place. So yeah, that did go as badly as expected, but that's going to happen because I need to improve and get better. Yeah, 3 early, 7 perfects, no 2 lates, but yeah, we didn't hit all of our jumps, so that's not really successful. Even though they say congratulations, they just kind of gave us a participation ribbon. It's not really good, but we finished the race nonetheless, so I guess we just have to learn from that one. So let's go ahead and move to flat racing. Now I do want to go back to the event hub just to check one thing here. Yeah, okay. So these erasers are starting soon. I don't think there's actually anything going on now. Unless we have to go into the quarter mile quest here to see what we can achieve. But no, I'm just going to go ahead and see what is available in any flat racing. Might just be default. No. So I don't think the live event is actually starting as of yet. I was hoping I was going to be able to do one in this episode, but it appears that yes, it's starting soon. Because I can't actually get to them. Enter live events. Well, maybe I can from here. Yeah, no, it's just starting soon. So it says flat racing. I can click enter. Oh, I can enter. I guess I should just click that screen away. Okay, well, we have flat racing here. Live events. This will count for our actual multiplayer profile. So I'll just show you guys my 3 horses here for this Division 1. We have my 2-star level 10 Arabian Stallion Fortune Theory. Cute guy, of course. Love all of my horses, whether they're good or bad. Statistically, he's not the best, but again, that's not the point, and he's really not supposed to be racing in a race like this anyways. That is not his strong suit. His traits are Fleet Dash. It's a trait for Arabian horses. Superior sprint energy across all game modes, excuse me. And then he has Agile Arrow, which is improved agility across all game modes. So turns pro if horse is 80% or higher. Now that's something new. I have to be honest. I'm not even sure what that means 100%. If anybody else has a horse with that ability or trait, let me know. We'll go on to our another level 2-star level 10 Ring the Bell Thoroughbred Stallion. This is a racehorse here, and statistically, as you can see, 2 A+. This is a horse that I have matured and taken care of through our own in-house breeding for our own in-house stallions and mares. Trait, Blazing Hoof, Thoroughbred trait, superior speed across all game modes, which is cool. And then Fleet Dash, we just talked about that ability on the last horse. So this is probably the guy I'll be using. He also has the second wind skill to use. So during the last 200 meters of a race, we'll have 5 additional uses. We have 5 total uses of more energy, and that we'll address that later in the race. And here's a beautiful 2-star level 1 quarter horse that I have not used. This mare is Heritage Dance, and actually I just received her for free once I got back into the game. She was just rewarded to me. Now she has a unique ability, Blazing Hoof, excuse me, improves her speed across all game modes. Again, she'll turn pro if the horse is at 80%. And then she has Flash Ignite, which is a quarter horse trait specific for superior acceleration across all game modes. These are things that were not in Rival Stars at all, so that at least tells me that they're trying to make the Thoroughbred flat racing mode a little bit more immersive. We're going to go ahead and race, though, with Ring the Bell, just to try to actually have some success here. since this is a live event, and again, it does count. So yes, expect more rival stars here as of late. I'll continue to play Champion Horse Racing Gallop Racer. If anybody's familiar with that series, is not going anywhere. I am currently going through a rehaul of how I'm going to present that game in regards to its presentation, from visuals to your involvement. If you're involved in the Gallop Racer community on our Discord, you will have even more involvement with your stables, with your custom horse names. Like, I'm working on a lot, so that's why I haven't really been uploading that series, if anybody's wondering. But let's go ahead and get into this Rival Stars live event race here. Not a good start, need to get my timing together, but we're off and racing with Ring the Bell. 600 meters, excuse me, 1,600 meters to go. And that last 600 meters of the race is very crucial. Making sure you establish your position. That way you have a good stretch run and you have the sprint energy. Now, naturally, I can perform well. I've won a lot of live events. I've received a lot of gold trophies with wins. Second place finishes thirds as well. I can show you guys my profile. And ultimately, you do really need good horses. If it looks like I'm struggling to play and do the right thing, well, chances are I could just be acting like a goofball and missing simple inputs and cues just from not really paying attention. And or two, my horses are not at their maximum level, or they're not as strong as the other players in the world's horses are. And that's a real thing. There are people that grind this game like you grind Gallop Racer, or you grind Starter's Orders, or gosh, any game that you play, even if it's not like an actual video or visual one, even if it's a text-based game, like, there are people that grind Rival Stars the same way. So there are people that genuinely have horses that are much faster and better than yours, just based off of constant breeding and constantly improving the lines and taking chances. So we're sitting pretty good here with Ring the Bell. Okay, I think I can get going now. And we should have a couple of sprint energy left in the end. And there's the second wind kicking in. And we're going to blow this field away by double-digit lanes here with Ring the Bell. Doing it in style. Let's see where this puts us on the live event board as we finish that race really strong. And you see there, for live events, guys, the fastest time in the world right now for live players is a 138.600. We are sitting at a 139, so we're pretty much 1 second off, sitting in 5th place. And as you can see, I was just telling you, you see my profile now. You see my username. I can't change it. I made it years ago. One of my favorite just kind of silly songs to have fun with. We have 7 gold trophies for 7 wins and having the fastest time of all players in the world. 10 second place trophies, you see the silver, and then 9 third place trophies. So again, I have found success in live events. And that's mainly just trying to use my best horses for the best conditions and races available. And I only have a couple of those, so I definitely have a lot of work to do. But we finally get on the board for that Division 1 race. We can go up and do a Division 2 and a Division 3, and I might do one of those. But actually, let's go ahead and look at our stables, and I'll just show you guys my horses that we have right quick. I'm at level 16 for my full stalls, and our horse stalls, we have 1 spot available for a new horse. So, let's see, I guess we'll go ahead and start from Faint Ember, our 6-star thoroughbred mare here. As you can see, her stats on the right. Beautiful gal. I have raced a lot with her. She runs a longer distance. Her traits are Granite Gallop, extends preference range to include hard and very hard surfaces. So she can run on pretty tough surfaces. So she's a tough girl. She has Fleet Dash, improving sprint energy, and she has Blazing Hoof. Now, I'm not going to go through every single horse's ability and traits. Probably not. But maybe I'll do it for this episode. She's 100% thoroughbred. We move on to Classic Jumper. We competed with this guy earlier. His traits, Blazing Hoof, a superior speed for him, and then Fleet Dash, improved sprint energy. You can see his stats. He runs a medium distance, but again, he doesn't race anymore. He's not a thoroughbred. I have retired him from jumping, but his title will still read thoroughbred. I've just, kind of transitioned him into being a jumping horse. And yeah, I think he's pretty much maxed out, so I can't really do anything more with him. I would like to use him as a stud for future jumping lines, but that's something in the works. So move on to our 7-star thoroughbred racing mare, Graceful Giraffe. I'm still training her. She is not at her peak yet. Her abilities or traits are Blazing Hoof, Superior Speed is what that means, Fleet Dash, which is her improved sprint energy, and then she has Granite Gallop. That means she can run on hard and very hard surfaces as well. And again, she is also 100% thoroughbred. And if you guys can see the genes category on the right, you can see the coloring that she has and the name of her, you know, her coat for this particular game. And she has the bird catcher spots gene. So that information is available for you right there. And move on to our 5-star thoroughbred racing mare, Widget Fable. I don't really race this horse a lot. She is maxed out. I feel like her speed and sprint energy are kind of polar opposites. The speed is pretty good at an A+. Her sprint energy is not good with an ordinary rating of D. Her acceleration is all right. Her agility is A+, so she might not really be best for thoroughbred racing, even though that is her makeup. She could be better for me as a cross-country type of horse. It's kind of the vibe I'm getting from her. That's why I haven't really raced her. So that's kind of where I'm considering to transition her to as well. So yeah, that is our beautiful gal there with the splash white face look of Widget Fable. We go on to our 3-star thoroughbred mare, Lullaby Beauty. She's one of my oldest mares here. I've had her forever. She also has the bird catcher spots. Her abilities and traits are Fleet Dash, that improves sprint energy, and the Blazing Hoof, superior speed. See her stats. Pretty good sprint energy and acceleration for her level, but we're limited with the super quality of horse we can get because she's only a level 3-star. Obviously, we need to use our level 7s, level 6-star mares to get those higher quality horses. We'll be limited with her of getting maybe a level 5 or maybe a level 6, but level 5 is kind of the range with her. So if I want that mid-range, really strong quality horse, like I can get it from her, but if I'm looking for like a super competitive champion at the higher levels, like it's not going to come from her, unfortunately, but she's been a blast. 6-star thoroughbred racing mare here, Echo Equation, also with the bird catcher spots, as you can see. Checking out her stats are pretty good. She's a horse I've obviously had from in-house breeding, our own in-house studs and mares. So typically those horses of mine you will see will have more consistent grades of A's and B's, and that's kind of my foundation of what I look for. Her traits, Blazing Hoof, Fleet Dash, and Granite Gallop, the same as the others. And yeah, she's someone I have raced a lot, and she's been one of my best. Just to show you her racing, I think I can show you her racing threads, but I think I actually have to do that at a different screen, at the customization screen, just to show you right quick. Kind of a way to go through all the horses. There's Heritage Dance, but who are we looking at? Lullaby Beauty? No. Echo Equation? Yeah. So this is her racing tack. And I do wish like the tack options were a little bit more diverse with creativity or things that we can kind of customize ourselves. It's still more or less the same options, and they only bring new things every couple of events. Like I would like to kind of make a little bit more noise about that, but that's not really the point of this video. Let's go back to looking at the rest of our horses, get through this quickly. Here's our 2-star Arabian Stallion I was showing you guys earlier, Fortune Theory. As you can see, his traits, Fleet Dash and Agility Arrow. Obviously the name is in the ability itself. His stats, middle of the road. But I'm curious of what I'll really use him for. I haven't decided yet, so excited either way. Probably cross-country or jumping. Ring the Bell, 2-star thoroughbred stallion we just competed in that live event with, resting. Placed us in 5th place. Dapples is part of his genes, 100% thoroughbred. Blazing Hoof trait with Fleet Dash as well. See his stats, A+ for speed and A+ for acceleration. His sprint energy is not great, but he's balanced out by the really good speed and acceleration. He's also a horse we have raised from his birth, essentially. So another in-house stallion. Look at our 5-star thoroughbred mare, Absolute Request. Haven't really used her. She has the belly Rabicano there for her Jean's 100% thoroughbred, and her stats are not bad, pretty good. One great ability there as far as her stats are concerned. So she's kind of middle of the road with Granite Gallop, Fleet Dash, and Blazing Hoof ability. We'll on to our 7-star Northern Whisper Thoroughbred Stallion here. He has the beautiful Blanket Appaloosa gene, and his stats are also pretty much similar to the last mare we just looked at. He has pretty much the same traits and abilities as hers, and we haven't really worked together. So Northern Whisper, I think he's going to be one of our quiet sleeper horses that are really going to succeed for us and hopefully win a lot of live events for the HRG stables here in Rival Stars. So I'm really excited to get him. Two more horses are Soleil Francaise Mare, medium wallpaper. She's a level 5. As you can see her genetic makeup as we see there. She is very unique and she is beautiful. She has Swampy Strider, extends preference range to include soft and very soft surfaces, which is cool. To the moon for these specific horses. Superior jumping, so she's going to be a jumping type of horse, and she'll have improved acceleration from the Flash Ignite trait ability as well. And you see her stats, A+ agility. She's definitely a cross-country or jumping type of horse. Jumping is at a D. I'm going to say she's probably better suited potentially for steeplechase or cross country, I should say. One of those two. And last but not least, our quarter horse, my first one that I just received, gifted to us, gifted to the HRG stables. Beautiful 2-star mare, Heritage Dance. And she's 100% a quarter horse. Haven't raced with her yet, so I'll be excited to do that. Maybe I'll actually do that in this episode here. And her stats are middle of the road. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and maybe give her some tack here. And we'll try to get her out there for probably our last event. So customization, Heritage Dance. She has the traditional number. I really think she's beautiful. I don't really want to have her covered up completely with just obnoxious designs. Like, I think she actually looks kind of really nice the way she is. Headwear. Oh, no. I think we'll keep it where it's at for now. As far as the bridle is concerned, sometimes I just like to go with what I think matches with the horse's natural aesthetics and looks. I just like for it to have a nice, clean, minimalistic look to it. I like the black right now. The other colors are okay. I've done the blue quite a bit on horses. This I've used quite a bit just because it's, I don't know. It's unique. It's different. Some of the other ones I'm just not personally a fan of. But this is all preference. Like, I don't think there's really a right or wrong answer, hence why all these options are here. So actually what I think I'm going to do is probably do this for Heritage Dance. No headwear, saddle pad, probably keep the number on it. We could do something else, but I don't really want to spend the coins for it. As far as the color, the yellow could maybe work if we want to go for that look. I've done the white on a couple of my horses, that blue, that purple. I've done these saddle pads. Like, these options are just boring, and I just don't want to waste my gold on the other ones. So again, this is another feature I wish they would kind of improve at some point, but to be honest, I might just stick with the number with Heritage Dance for the time being. I don't really know what I want to do for her. I should give her some color. Green, yellow, I've used these. Like, these are just, these saddle pads are pretty plain. You know what I mean? Like, I wish there was a little bit more to it. I've used this heart saddle pad, even though it's actually one of my favorites. But you know what? Maybe I'll actually use that for her. I don't have that many options. And then as far as her actual saddle is concerned, I have some options here. Again, personal preference. Nothing actually, choosing one over the other is not going to actually make your horse perform better. It's just, you know, literally an aesthetic look. And as far as this is concerned for Heritage Dance, I still want her to have that thoroughbred aesthetic, so I might just keep her with something more basic for now until I decide exactly what I want her complete look to be. That's going to be the look for Heritage Dance, so we'll just go ahead and stick with that and see if we can toss her into a race, and you know, we'll go ahead and hopefully have some sort of level of success. Now, she's a level 2, so I guess I'll go ahead and hop back into level 2, because the thing is, this event still has a couple of days to finish, so we can always compete in it again. I'll try to just equip her with a basic skill. Charge 3 sprints during the last 300 meters, during the first. Actually, we'll get her strong starter. I think she'll need more sprint energy in the beginning, so I'll do that. There's the beautiful quarter horse mare Heritage Dance. What is her distance? 1,000 meters, yeah. Running her a little bit longer than she wants to run, but I think it'll be okay. For this first time out, we're probably not going to finish with a better time than Ring the Bell, who is an active in shape, in condition thoroughbred horse. I have not worked with Heritage Dance. This is our first time trying her out, trying to break her maiden here and set a good time for us. And to me, breaking your maiden for horses in this game would be setting a time to get you on the board. If you finish worse than your best time or you don't get a time on the board, then I don't consider that kind of hitting that milestone. So as you can see, she's already lagging behind. She is just not in shape for this type of event, but I will work for her. I will be training her, so in the next couple of episodes you guys see her, she will be much more competitive, and we'll see if she improves. Maybe not before this event is over, but surely for the next couple of live events, she should be ready. So yeah, I've been talking about it, but you guys will have much more involvement in this series based off of our previous Gallop Racer 3 series we did with your competing stables. So from some of you that competed in that series where you were able to give me your information in regards to your horse stables that you wanted, your racing silks, your design. We will be doing that in Rival Stars here as well. I'll even be putting a graphic visual presentation as well, representing the different stables that you guys represent and your horses, the names you have, all of that. So be sure to, just keep in mind that any names and ideas that you suggest in our Discord, if you have joined our Discord, they will be used in this game, in this series, along with the others. So that's going to be a big way I'm going to be incorporating all of your ideas and your horses, just not only in Gallop Racer, but also in every other title we play, especially including Rival Stars as of now. So as you can see, Heritage Dance, she is trailing behind, trying to keep up. I burned through most of her sprint energy. And again, she's not max level. She's not supposed to be able to compete with these horses because I haven't worked with her. She's not in shape for it. But again, give us a couple of races, some training sessions at the HRG ranch, and she'll eventually be able to compete, especially as a quarter horse. I can't wait to see what she's like at full speed, full capacity. So yeah, she finishes where we expected, and as you can see there, we looked like we were in great shape with our time. We were 5th in the world ranked. We dropped to 28th because there have been people that have now dropped their times by overall 5 seconds from the fastest time. And you see whoever's in first place has won 958 live event trophies. Like, guys, if you want to talk about a grind, this game is a real grind. It's not the same mechanics as playing Champion Jockey or Gallop Racer or Starter's Orders. No, it's none of those games. But in terms of finding ways to breed your horses, understand the breeding algorithm, getting high quality horses and turning them into champions that can set really, really fast times and getting really good skills as a result too, and getting great abilities. All those things are things that require timing, patience, and an actual learning of the Rival Stars mechanics and system on a deeper level. So if you really want to test yourself, this is to me the best game on a multiplayer level. No, you're not racing against other players legitimately, and I still wish it would have that feature. I still think it's missing a active live racing against another player feature. Like, technically we're just setting time trials. It's the next best thing, but that's a lot of racing anyways. I mean, if you even watch automotive, racing sports, a lot of it is time trials until you get to the actual racing for lap leads type of deal. So anyways, that is what's going on in Rival Stars. I'm actually really excited to get back into the game here at the beautiful HRG stables. As you can see, our sign in the upper left-hand corner with Widget Fable, our beautiful mare. I always like to have her out there, like I said, trying to finish what we can do to get her maxed out and see what a transition may suit her best. If I don't use her for thoroughbred racing anymore, she'll probably go to cross country or maybe steeplechase. So yeah, that'll do it for this episode. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. Again, Rival Stars is free. You don't have to pay for it to play it. Now, if you want special features and things, you will, but this is a completely free-to-play game. Highly advise it, man. And like, if it's not for the competitive aspect of it, at least for the visual and kind of calming aspect of being able to customize and breed your own horses in such detail. There's no other game in the world that really does it better than Rival Stars, and I've been saying that for years, and I'm not going to change my tune on it because I wholeheartedly believe it. And you see, I play it here and there, but now it's at a point where I think they're finally adding features that are actually making me want to play the game, and I have been wanting to play. I just haven't had the time, but now I'm going to have the time, so expect a lot of that coming And again, you guys will have a lot of involvement with your horses' names, your stables' names as well, representing the horses in this game as we compete in live events. You could have your stable name be recognized in the Rival Stars community for obviously just being a part of this channel and this HRG community. So I'm really excited to get that going here. The next couple of videos that we do here with Rival Stars, and of course going across the other titles. So thank you guys for love and support. But until next time, HRG signing out. Hope you all have a great fantastic day. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe. If you've been here, we'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.